everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for you guys on this look that you see right here. I did do a full face using the new Tarte Holiday Collection palette, and this is what the inside looks like. So we have a whole bunch of different eyeshadows. Up here in this second row are mostly cool tones, and then down here we start to get into the warm tones. So I think it's really cool that they have different options in terms of warm tones, neutrals, and cool tones. So that's really awesome. And then over here we have some different parts of the little package. So down here we have the Tarte Lash Paint Mascara. We have a little lip paint that's in a really beautiful warm neutral color. And then we have a really nice blending brush and then this little palette. So I will show you what is in this palette. Right here we have a blush, a bronzer, and then also a highlight. So this is basically a little kit that contains pretty much anything that you are going to need for the face, obviously besides like foundation and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is something that you could really carry with you well if you are traveling for the holidays. Throughout the video, I am going to be doing kind of a mini review of how I liked the different products and the different eyeshadows within this little kit. But for the most part, I did like it. There were some things that I was kind of, not really a huge fan of, but whenever you're talking about huge palettes like this, it's kind of hard to get super great quality unless you spend a ton of money. So overall, I would definitely say that this is a really nice gift, or if you're wanting to purchase this for yourself, I would definitely recommend it. I would just be aware of some things that you may not be absolutely in love with regarding this particular product. So yeah, I'm really satisfied with it for the most part, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. One thing that I do love about this little kit is that it comes with so many different eyeshadows that you can make 100 different looks. Honestly, you can do something really soft and romantic, or you could do something much more smoky and blown out like I did. There's a ton of different amazing colors in here, so that is something that is really great about this palette. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel to stay updated on my newest videos. And if you really enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. The very first shade that I am using is called Set the Tone. It's a really beautiful neutral color, and it reminds me a lot of Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone, so I'm using this on a Morphe fluffy blending brush to use it as my transition shade. Shadow I'm using is called Have We Met. It's the color right next to Set the Tone, and this one is much more cooler in tone, and I'm just taking this on a more dense blending brush and applying that directly into the crease. Then to deepen up the crease even more, I'm going in with Take It Easel. This is kind of just a step up from Set the Tone, and it's a gorgeous warm neutral shade. Going back in with a little bit of Set the Tone just to blend those two shades together. Now I'm going to take a much more precise brush, and I'm going in with the shade Stencil. I'm trying to make this more of like a cut crease, but not too harsh, so I'm applying that directly into the crease of my eye. To be blending two shades together, I'm going to take Sepia and go for Baroque, and I'm going to take that on again the original like dome shaped blending brush just to buff out that stencil shade. For my lid color, I'm going in with this gorgeous glittery green shade. It's called Landscape. I will say that I wasn't super impressed with how well this blended out. It was a little chalky and it was very hard to work onto my eye. I took a lot of time to blend this out, so I'm not super impressed with this color, but overall I do like the palette. To highlight my brow bone, I'm going in with the shade Canvas. It's a really beautiful kind of like white vanilla shade, and I wanted it to be more matte, so I chose that instead of a shimmer. After giving my lashes a quick curl, I am going to be using the Tarte's Lash Paint Mascara. Now, I wasn't super impressed with the packaging of this because it ended up getting everywhere. I'm not exactly sure why, but I did like the product itself. Going in with the face, I'm using the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I love this to smooth out my pores. For foundation, I am using the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Matte Foundation, and I am using the Makeup Geek foundation brush to blend this out all over the skin. As always, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am just taking my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge that I have a true obsession with to blend that out. Set that under eye concealer, I'm just taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder. Going to give my brows a quick once over. I'm using the Elizabeth Mott Brow Gel Tint, and this is in the shade Medium Deep. To bronze my skin, I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush, and I'm honestly obsessed with this shade. It's such a gorgeous deep terracotta. That comes with this palette is just as good as all of the other Tarte blushes. It's such a gorgeous shade for the winter time. I was actually also really impressed with the highlight in this palette. I thought it was really, really gorgeous. I would say that it's definitely more of like a pinky vanilla shade. So if you are more golden in skin tone, it might not be the best shade for you. Then I'm going to use a Trestique eye pencil, and I'm going to line my inner waterline. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take more of that really beautiful green shade called Landscape, and then I'm going to buff it out with a little bit of Go For Barack. For my lower lashes, I'm going to be using that same exact Tarte's Lash Paint Mascara. My favorite part of this holiday collection, I'm going in with the Tarte's Glossy Lip Paint in the shade Double Tap. Honestly, this is the perfect pinky nude shade for the winter months. I'm super, super excited about having this in this package. So that completes this look, you guys. Overall, I think it's a really great palette. Some of the eyeshadows are a little bit chalky and dusty, but overall they are pretty good. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!